Welcome everyone to this week's New Money. I'm Tracy Chang. Online to offline is a rather new but hugely popular concept in China's e-commerce scene. Consumers place an order and make payments online to receive offline goods or services. And this week, we'll look at how this internet-based business model is renovating the home renovation market.
Office worker Ke Yong is having his apartment renovated. Instead of going through the hassle of visiting different renovation companies for help, he has chosen a mobile app called Huizhuang to find a contractor. Today, Ke is taking his wife to the apartment to review the progress and discuss some material choices with the contractor.
The app is a platform that connects homeowners and builders. We'd be unable to build this kind of connection on our own. Huizhuang has a 10-year guarantee, which means that even if I can't get a hold of the contractor, their platform will still guarantee the quality of his work.
Zhang Zongbing, the contractor working on Ke Yong's apartment, hails from Anhui province in South China. He has seen soaring orders and a rising income since becoming a registered contractor with the platform back in May.
I get many more orders, at least one every day. I make around 20% more than before. Now that we have Huizhuang, we don't have to worry about getting customers.
Finding a suitable renovation contractor could be both time-consuming and expensive. O2O renovation platforms have their own ways to ensure that their contractors are qualified.
First, we choose contractors with 3 years or more experience in home improvement in Beijing. Second, we test them to verify their work experience. If they get 80 points or more, they pass and can sign with us. If they get less than 80 points, we filter them out. Once they've joined the team, we provide standardized training. At first, we used an app as a training program, but later we also added training on industry standards. Only those who pass our tests are allowed to take orders.
Pricing is another key element when choosing a contractor. Peng Chengjing, an independent O2O analyst, thinks these O2O companies can help provide some transparency to an industry that most people only encounter a few times in a lifetime.
Traditionally, because people don't renovate their house very often, they don't really know much about the process, like how much various types of work, furniture, or material costs. On an online platform, this information is made public. This way users can feel more at ease with the whole process.
Economical, convenient, and transparent. All this has made O2O renovation companies an increasingly popular option for renovation customers.
But folks, just a reminder, you can use your smartphone to scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to find the latest and previous episodes of New Money. And to begin today's discussion, Professor Jia Ning joins me in the studio, and she is the Deputy Director at the China Business Case Center at Huizhuang University. So thank you for joining us, Professor Jia. So tell me, what does China's home decoration market look like?
Well, I think the home renovation market in China has been growing very fast over the last decade. In fact, what we're looking at here on this graph is the overview of this market size, in terms of size. And we can see there's a linear growth trend. And I think this growth is attributed to at least two factors. One is the fact that the real estate market in China over the last decade has been booming, right? So a lot of people are buying new apartments, buying new houses, and there are a lot of new apartments being built, right? So home renovation as an auxiliary market is also booming as a result of that.
That's right.
And the second reason is because I think it's a rising middle class in China. So people have a stronger purchasing power and they care more about the quality of life. So they're willing to spend more money on home renovation projects. I think this is the second reason why this market has been growing very fast.
And a lot of China's apartments actually came pretty much naked, right, without any sort of decoration.
That's right. Yeah.
So Professor Jia, this O2O home renovation is another classic example of the internet revamping traditional sectors, right? So what type of issues is this type of business trying to solve in real life?
Right. Well, I think if you look at the traditional renovation companies, there are a number of issues from users or customers' perspective. One is, as customers, you have little control over the service quality. And this is because I think home renovation is one of those markets that has huge information asymmetry between customers and service providers, right? So this is one issue. And the second issue is pricing, in the sense that there's little transparency in terms of pricing, right? I basically did a home improvement project, and what I realized is, I always end up paying more at the end than what I initially planned, right? You always end up
budget
overpaying.
never works out.
Exactly, right? And part of the reason is because there's this massive intransparency in terms of, the pricing of different items, right? And the third issue is actually lack of standard, in the sense that depending on which company you talk to, but the service offerings and the quality of service, they vary significantly across different service suppliers, right? And I think with O2O renovation, at least these companies are trying to resolve some of these issues that we just talked about. With internet, there are basically two main advantages. One is increased transparency, and the second one is lower price. Right? And these O2O renovation companies are able to achieve that by basically getting rid of all the middle guys in between, right? So it used to be that when you sign up with a company for a home improvement project, the company in turn will outsource the work to a contractor who sometimes outsource again to a subcontractor, right? So all the profits are being captured by the people in the middle, right? But with these O2O renovation companies, what they're doing is they're trying to get rid of all these middle people, right?
Layers of people.
Exactly, right? And they directly connect between the end users, consumers, with the contractors.
I see.
Right? So this is how they were able to lower the price. And when the service has become simplified, it also enhances transparency.
That's right, and you control quality as well.
Exactly, right.
So Professor Jia, why is the O2O home renovation business an attractive sector?
Well, I think there are several reasons. The first one, obviously, is that this is a huge market, right? And people have solid demand, for home improvement and for home renovation. And the second reason, I think, is the fact that there are major issues that still needs to be addressed or hasn't been addressed by previous players in the sector, right? So there's still much room for improvement. And the third reason is because this is it's potentially a sector with high profit margin. Right? So when you combine all these three elements together, it becomes a very attractive business, and also an investment sector from a VC's perspective.
And those venture capital firms are always out looking for more opportunities, right?
Yes.
Folks, now we have an overall picture of the business, but we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, we're going to look at this emerging industry and how this industry is reshaping the market.